Mets said outfielder. What to know about Nori Aoki? The Jose Reyes outfield experiment has come to an end. The Mets signed Nori Aoki to a major league deal on Saturday morning, giving them 3 major league outfielders to work with again. With Yoenis, Cespedes and Conforto injured, the Mets were down to just Juan, Lagares and Nimmo, while utility infielder Matt Reynolds and the recently promoted Travis Taijeron were rotating in and out. The Mets also used Reyes in left field for 1 game, and the results were not fantastic. The club had been planning on bringing up an outfielder after the Pacific Coast League season ended, but when Aoki was granted his release from the Toronto Blue Jays on Monday, the Mets reached out. Given our recent injuries situation in the outfield, we were looking for a little more depth, Assistant General Manager John Ricco said before the Mets opened a doubleheader against the Houston Astros. This will be another option out there for Terry Collins. Here's what you need to know about Aoki. Not a Conforto replacement. Aoki, who hit .274 with 27 RBIs and 5 home runs this season for Houston and Toronto, wasn't necessarily signed to replace Conforto. While he is under team control for another 2 seasons, arbitration eligible in 2018, the move was only intended to solve a short-term problem and isn't at all indicative of Conforto's rehab timeline, which is still unknown. Ricco was non-committal about whether or not the Mets intend to keep him past the month. Patience at the plate. One scout described him as a patient hitter who doesn't chase out of the zone. He doesn't hit for a ton of power, but he did show some in Toronto, slugging .594 and hitting 3 home runs in just 32 at-bats. Aoki has a career average of .305, 222 to 727 against lefties. Of accuracy, his arm isn't strongest, with scouts grading it as below average, but he's accurate. His 7 outfield assists rank him at number 17 in the league. Speed on the basepaths. Aoki brings speed, giving the Mets another threat to run, which is something they didn't have most of the year until now. Between Aoki, Reyes, Juan, Lagares, Nimmo and Rosario, the Mets are a legit threat to run.